In celebration of art and culture, we join Absa for the launch of their exhibition series, an initiative celebrating creativity of their L'Atelier ambassadors. Today, I am thrilled to talk to mixed media artist Lawrence. Lawrence is known for shaking up traditional views of masculinity. Lawrence uses his rugby background to challenge and reimagine the macho figure. Lawrence, thank you so much for inviting me into your very creative space.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Now, can you describe how your experiences as a rugby player shaped your perspective on masculinity and influenced your artistic vision?
Upon me being selected to play for the Gauteng Lions, I noticed that when they selected the list of players, they would put asterisks next to particular types of names. And then I asked my coach, why is this the condition? And he told me that because there was a quota system that was set in place. So that idea kind of got me to question why I was selected. Was I selected for political reasons? Was I selected for my talent? And that for me became a really interesting kind of point of departure for making the work. And so hence why the use of pink, the use of traditionally feminine forms of masculinity. And so I used the energy that I had in rugby to make art.
And looking within, being of Sotho heritage, how has this been able to impact not only where you come from and your identity, but your work?
The kind of traditions of initiation and stick fighting, all of those things were kind of not happening. And so for me, that missing part was filled in with sport, with kind of traveling between Welkom and Soweto, and thinking about how these traditions are in a flux. They're constantly changing, but at the same time, they have a sustained essence. I'm Sotho speaking, but I hang around with Afrikaans boys, I hang around with Sotho boys, I hang out with Zulu boys, and for me, that is kind of the formation of tradition, and for me that kind of idea of constructing identity as you go along is part and parcel of what I make in the work.
Now it's time for me to catch up with Dr. Paul Bayliss to find out how Absa is supporting artists like Lawrence.
As Absa's art curator, I've been very privileged to work with the Absa Atelier. It's been running for 38 years and is a Pan-African competition run across Africa where we as Absa have a footprint. The competition is focused on young emerging artists, giving them a footprint into the visual arts industry and helping to build up their brand within their respective countries. We're celebrating the culture, the diversity that makes South Africa what it is. And artists play that important role because they're coming across different cultures, they're coming across different language, they're giving a voice to those people that might not necessarily have a voice and share those people's stories where before we might not be able to hear those stories. Artists play that role for us and bring to the fore important aspects of identity, society, culture, and what makes us truly South African.
It is truly incredible to see South African art being celebrated in such a way. So shout out to you, Absa.